Coming to you from Oracle headquarters in beautiful Redwood Shores, California, I'm Bob Rhubart, and this is an Oracle Technology Network TechCast. In this program, we're going to talk about service-oriented architecture, Oracle SOA Suite, Oracle SOA Cloud Service, and the Integration Cloud Service. And it's my good fortune to have two gentlemen here who can lend a great deal of insight and expertise to that conversation. Vikas Anand and Ram Menon, welcome.
Excited to be here.
Vikas, tell me about your team and what you do at Oracle.
Sure, Bob. So Vikas Anand, I run product management for integration suite of products at Oracle. Integration, as you know, has always been at the core of any enterprise success, integrating their business applications, which of course has now been challenged by the onset of SaaS, cloud, devices, etc. So my team leads product management for a number of key areas in the integration space. Of course, there is integration with the SOA Suite, which customers have been doing for the longest time. Integration Cloud Service, our flagship product on the cloud. API management, and then of course analytics. So these are the four core areas which are targeted towards the integration designer. And then of course I also own technologies from a product management perspective which are targeted to the business user with a compelling tool in the cloud for process automation with Process Cloud Service.
Ram, how do you fit into that picture?
Well, I'm a part of Vikas's organization. I do product management for Integration Cloud Service. Prior to that, I also was a part of the broader SOA Suite product management team. I used to drive product management for all of the connectivity components of the adapters to talk to the various applications that our customers integrate today.
So let's talk a bit about service-oriented architecture and SOA Suite and the Oracle Cloud Service. Particularly, we have Oracle SOA Suite 12.2.1 is the latest version, correct?
That's correct.
And now we're very close to seeing Oracle SOA Cloud Service. So how do the two relate to each other? What
Sure.
is it an oversimplification to say that the SOA Cloud Service is simply a cloud version of SOA Suite?
Sure. So before I talk about SOA Cloud Service itself, let me just take a moment to explain what we're doing in this space.
Okay.
So from an integration perspective, if you will, there are, our focus area is to deliver, number one, on productivity, where customers are looking to onboard SaaS applications very quickly, where tools should help them to bring in SaaS applications for CRM, for human resources management with HCM, for supply chain, into their ecosystem, which may include some on-premise applications or ERPs. So these are opportunities to be included with a high productivity tool. So that's where we offer the Integration Cloud Service. This is a product which is targeted to the line of business, apps, IT, and IT, with a specific goal in mind, where we offer ease of use to onboard SaaS applications, right? The other hand, we have services which are delivered for high control. Customers who are looking for rolling up their sleeves and writing integrations and having more access to the environment, whether it runs on-premise or on cloud, right? That's where we talk about SOA Suite. So SOA Suite is our flagship product, which we've been shipping on-premise for a long time. 12c is a very popular, extremely well-adopted release with a number of customer references and delivering mission-critical workloads. So we're excited about that platform now becoming available in the cloud. So SOA Cloud Service is already available in the cloud as a first-class service, which is basically running the same architecture, same set of standards as of SOA Suite on-premise, but now in the cloud. So a customer has the opportunity to build his integration using the development tools anywhere, and he can deploy to the cloud or on-premise. We offer complete portability.
Can you describe a use case in which one would be preferable over the other?
Sure, absolutely, Bob. And in fact, this is a customer question which comes up often. And so if you look, and Ram, feel free to chime in as I describe
Don't
this.
be shy, Ram. Just jump right in.
Yeah. So SOA Suite is a product which has got upwards of 10,000 customers out there, right? And these customers are looking to have the ability to use the cloud to build new projects, to create environments for dev, test in the cloud, eventually run production in the cloud, or to start departmental projects in the cloud as well. So they have an option to take their workloads from the SOA Suite on-premise and to quickly get access to environments in the cloud. Getting SOA Cloud Service, you just go and subscribe to the service, and the environment is built up for you, in a few minutes, and you have that available. So that is the power of the cloud. And as a customer, you don't need to provision, install, or patch the service. It's all there. You have complete VM access, so if you want to roll up your sleeves, go back inside and write some XML configurations, you can do that. So for customers who really want to take the SOA workload and use it on the cloud, their existing applications, they're completely portable. They can use the cloud for doing dev and test. And if they need to bring production back to on-premise due to regulatory requirements or keeping data in their data center, that's fine. They can do it. They can port it back to on-premise with the SOA Suite running on-premise.
Yeah.
So if you look at it, SOA Cloud Service is essentially SOA Suite in the cloud, targeted to the SOA Suite customer base, as well as customers who are looking to build more complex set of integration capabilities. And SOA Cloud Service offers first-in-class capabilities for API management, for B2B, for managed file transfer, which a lot of customers need, where files are coming in from third party and then they need to go back to backend systems, right? So those are the kind of use cases for SOA Suite and SOA Cloud Service. And of course, customers can use the cloud for doing their upgrades, right? They can run their upgrades with the latest releases, which can be quickly made available in the cloud. Integration Cloud Service, and this is where I want Ram to chime in as well, is specifically targeted to the use cases where, as a customer, as an example, you're onboarding best-of-breed SaaS applications. And now to bring value to your business, you want to integrate them to your back-end systems. So these are front office applications which need to integrate with back office applications. Sometimes I talk about this and joke that SaaS application which is not integrated to your back office is really running as a silo as a service. It's great as a best-of-breed application, but it's an isolation, right? So that's where the Integration Cloud Service comes in. It can integrate SaaS to on-premise applications. Ram,
Yeah, sure.
It balls in your court.
Yes.
Absolutely. So ICS, as Vikas gave an overview of, is designed for SaaS integration. There are some unique considerations when it comes to SaaS. Why do customers buy SaaS? They buy it for agility, responsiveness, quick delivery, and lowering costs. So it's important that when customers uptake SaaS, they have an integration platform which actually matches the agility and the cost considerations and everything. That's where ICS comes in and enables customers to actually quickly build and deliver these integrations. So line of business users can actually go ahead and use the ICS as a high productivity designer to point and click and build integrations. So the important to note here, it doesn't require you to have advanced developer skill sets. All you need to have is functional expertise of the applications integrating with. And we have a browser-based designer where you can drag and drop a very productive mapper, which you can use to quickly build and map those data elements between these applications, and a rich monitoring dashboard where you can monitor all of this real time. And we have some very unique value propositions within the service, which we can claim, which can significantly lower the cost and make it very productive in a variety of ways. So number one is obviously when you build the service, we looked at what's the biggest cost-consuming factor in building and delivering integrations. Number one is the mapping. As customers onboard more and more SaaS applications, there's a requirement to actually go ahead and match the data models of each and every one of these. And it is very difficult. You have to understand models of a broader set of applications and do this very quickly. So we have a capability called Oracle Recommends, which provides crowdsourced recommendations of mappings at a field level between documents in your SaaS and on-premise applications. So you might be integrating a sales order in Oracle Sales Cloud to something in Siebel. At a click of a button, you can actually see what fields map from the Sales Cloud to Siebel for each of those documents. Wow. So you actually take a lot of this guesswork out of the equation. And after that, several others, like discovery, for instance, is a nightmare. Many of the SaaS applications, however modern they are, come up with a catalog of APIs and services that you need to manually discover and integrate with, which of course requires significant investment in understanding those interfaces. To make this simple, what you've done is that we've consumed those complex APIs and expose them as simple business-friendly, object operation model. So you talk in a very higher level language like opportunities, accounts, and contacts, or creates, updates, deletes, or queries, instead of looking at schemas and WSDL files and operations, which makes the job of discovery much easier. So
in summary, as we described, right? So a cloud service, high control, integration cloud service, high productivity.
Let's dig into that issue of API management a little bit.
Yes.
What else is going on in your team with regard to API management?
We are really investing and creating products to fill in white spaces. The API trends are out there, and of course they are in the hype curve. They are coming through a degree of maturity, and this is one area we are investing significantly. APIs are at the core of integration. APIs are today enabling not just communication with backend applications, but enabling the mobile user experience. They're enabling devices to communicate with each other. And APIs are offering a much more richer user experience in terms of consumption. And finally, APIs are also at the core of born in the cloud companies, as well as organizations which have built up business around APIs. So they monetize APIs, right? So what we're doing in this space is we have API management available as a first-class service in the cloud. So as a part of our Oracle Public Cloud, we have an offering which allows you to create a developer portal and provide this developer portal for creating APIs, curating APIs, for looking at how the APIs are being consumed, securing the APIs so that that they are accessed by people who you're providing entitlements to, and then looking at rich analytics in terms of utilization. We have a very strong roadmap for this product, which is evolving to the next generation with a completely rich consumer-centric user experience, just like ICS, where you can go and create an API first on an iPad. And then you can wire it together to a back-end service which has already been implemented, like integration cloud service, a SOA cloud service. It could be a process which is running behind the scenes, or you can choose and pick your favorite microservices that you might have implemented to be enabled as an API.
I'm glad you brought up microservices. That's been a topic of a great deal of conversation over the last year and a half, 2 years. In conjunction with API management, what other trends or forces do you see shaping the evolution of this service-oriented architecture space?
Sure. If you go back in time, historically, the first form of integration was files, right, which was traditionally there, and then of course integration evolved to be a messaging-oriented mechanism for integrating different applications, and a number of companies were formed around that space. And then of course we came to the service-oriented architecture, where everything came into the concept of a service, which was highly decoupled with the backend system, and you got the benefit of that architecture. The trends which are driving the integration space today are really around cloud, around SaaS, around integration with social. So there is a lot of information which is flowing through various social channels, Twitter, Facebook. If I'm a retail company, I'm interested to understand how my consumers are reacting to the products I'm stocking at my store,
right,
so that I can actually really retain customers, but also generate more customer loyalty, and also react to their things they are happy with or things they're not happy with. So of course there's a need for integration over there. And then the key trends of API management and microservices. So these are pretty much at the landscape of integration today from a core perspective. And then as we see the evolution of this further is where the line of business wants to be more hands-on, to get some of the simplistic integrations done themselves, and of course also build some process orchestrations around it. or doing some automation. So that's another space. And I think at the end of, in the center of all of this is the developer experience to write code, and also the consumer-centric experience for the business users to be able to expedite, and accelerate and deliver their own set of small integrations in an agile and a flexible way, as Ram described.
What trends are you watching?
So in terms, I've been talking to a lot of customers and also partners who are building and delivering integrations. There is an increased focus on, as I said, how quickly can deliver. So people more than ever are expecting integrations to be pre-built and made available to them. Mm-hmm. So no longer are customers interested to build everything from grounds up and manage all of these. And we looked at that aspect as well. So that's the reason why we have a cloud marketplace integration place where customers can go and discover, search integrations which are relevant for them, and on one click, bring them to ICS and activate it. So it could be as simple as your opportunity to order flow from your CRM to ERP systems, or you're just synchronizing accounts between your SaaS applications. Customers are looking out and searching for these opportunities. So that's one area which you're seeing. And again, same thing, as you said, SaaS trends are growing. There's more than 2,000 plus SaaS applications in the market today. And customers are using a wide variety and flavor of those applications. And they always have require an opportunity to how quickly onboard some of those new applications. So the breadth of connectivity, the expectation from our customers is also broadening. So from ICS and our overall integration perspective, we have a very broad, wide and deep integration with several SaaS, on-premise, social, and technology endpoints, and we continue to grow to more than 100 plus endpoints, which we natively integrate with an integration cloud service, SOA Cloud Service, and SOA Suite. And that's the way we were able to efficiently or very productively deliver it, because all of these adapters we're building is on top of one simple SDK. So Oracle, us at the development team with ICS, our SaaS product teams, Oracle Sales Cloud and other CX applications and other ERP applications, our on-premise teams like JD Edwards and Siebel, all of these folks are actually leveraging the SDK to build these adapters and deliver it on top of the ICS platform. So build it once, it runs on all of our integration platforms in the cloud and on-premises. And this is the same SDK which our partners have taken and delivered adapters for this. And we are working actively with several of them. They are building more and more of these connectivity capabilities into ICS, further enhancing or enabling people to deliver integrations very quickly. So few of those.
If I may just add to the other key trend that we are actually watching very closely, and we have a service out there for that. Again, it's related to integration in general, is connectivity to devices.
Okay.
So if you look at all the analysts, they're predicting that within the next 4 or 5 years, there'll be upwards of billions and billions of devices. We're talking about 20 plus billion or 50 plus billion devices, depending on the reports you look at. And these devices are devices which are a part of our daily life. Cars have.
That's what I was going to ask you to when you say devices, you're not just talking about mobile phones and tablets.
I'm talking about IoT, the Internet of Things. So I'm talking about the car telling you that I need to be maintained. I need to go for service now. Right?
Mine does that now. It's rather annoying.
Yeah, I mean, some things, of course, there are some interesting evolving concepts around it. But Internet of Things is a key trend, and it's at the core of integration as well. So you need to consume those events. Like billions of devices will, of course, generates a large number of events which you need to consume. A lot of times it's about the event of interest that you're looking at, right? It's not the 5 billion events which came back saying that, hey, I'm all right and I'm working. It's that one event that you're looking at where a device is telling you, I need maintenance and I'm not working. So it's about Internet of Things. It's about data in motion, where you want to look at data in motion and quickly do some analytics on top of it and take some actions. So that's where we have investments in a space of streaming analytics. So tying back all the way to the edge, doing streaming analytics, and then doing actionable intelligence with backend applications, or sending some alerts to consumers of the service, if you will.
So I won't even need to be in my car for it to tell me that it needs maintenance.
Absolutely.
It will be able to track me down.
Maybe it's going to follow you next time.
Oh, that's all I need. So where does this take us? I mean, it strikes me that one of the things that you're describing is an ever-closing gap between business and IT. And I guess what I'm curious about is, where does that leave IT?
So, these are really exciting times within the integration space. I mean, at times I tell my team that the integration designer is actually handling the sexiest part of our product portfolio. It's all integrated with the key trends, social, cloud, SaaS, etc. There's a significant role for the line of business and apps IT to play, so that they can, as Ram described, they can have the agility to onboard best-of-breed applications very quickly. But at the same time, IT has a much more stronger role to play here as well. So IT now, based on the simplification of the tools that we're doing, is able to communicate very rapidly and react in a very agile and flexible way to business requirements. So there's an opportunity for IT to onboard applications and devices and IoT like never before. And they're able to now communicate requirements in a much more seamless way with business users, which at the end of the day matter to the business, because business is looking for time to market. They want to be fast, they want to be agile, and they want to deliver just-in-time functionality at lower cost. So I think this is a unique and significant opportunity for IT. They're able to get to their tools much faster with the cloud. They're able to get the communication in a mechanism which is well understood by business. And business is also able to participate in a much more consumable way, if you will, with the IT tools, work to collaborate together and deliver value to the enterprise.
So in short, IT has more time to innovate. Rather than spending time on mundane operational tasks, they actually can work more productively and collaborate better with line of business to actually deliver more innovative business solutions to customers.
And it seems that they're going to need to innovate, because as the level of technology evolves, it's going to speed up that level of innovation. If I think back 20 years to the internet technology that was available then, and my cell phone is more powerful than the desktop computer I bought in 1998, and I can carry it in my pocket. Gentlemen, this has been a fascinating conversation. We should do this every couple of days.
I need to add a lot more products to my portfolio, but we have a lot of interesting stories of our customers to talk about.
All right.
And adoption, sure.
If you'd like to join the conversation about service-oriented architecture and integration and cloud computing and the Internet of Things and anything else, please visit the community.oracle.com website and look for the Fusion Middleware section. For the Oracle Technology Network, I'm Bob Rhubart. Thanks for watching.